Hello everyone, my name is Larseth and welcome back to Rimworld, and in this episode we're going to hopefully finish off the main sort of structure of at least the starter kitchen area of our building. Last time we, what are we going to name it? Faction and name, Sparland. Rest stop at the tree. There don't appear to be many trees, so that's a bit of a pants name. I don't know what we call this. I'm just going to go with these, actually. I'm not really all that creative when it comes to making up names, especially on the spot. So we're just going to go for those. I mean, it has no bearing on sort of gameplay, other than, you know, what names your cities appear as on the world map. We're just going to keep hauling at quite a high priority for the moment, because we want them to go and pick up some of these bits and pieces, like the components and whatnot they picked up from the ships. And get the food indoors. And I think... Is that all of them done? Yeah, they're all done now. Hauling, at least. So I'm going to set that back to priority 2. And I'm going to set growing and construction back to 1. Yeah, there we go. That all should be very nice. Right, what else do we need to do? Have they got... okay, they've made the doors there. So the walls... Let's build us some walls. And for the moment, we'll add on a little door thing there, but we will get rid of that eventually when we make our actual proper lodgings, which hopefully shouldn't be too far off. I'm sort of hoping that there are some... Let's get rid of these trees, actually, as well. Let's get rid of you, and rid of you. I'm sort of hoping that... Oh dear, we got a mad animal. If I ever get to finish my... Oh, it's a little squirrel. Bless. He'll come all the way over here. How many bullets does a squirrel take, do you think? Quite a few. There we go. Right, you can go back to work. Shoop needs treatment. Right, I'm going to set that as a medical bed. Although I doubt I'll need him. Actually, what's he got wrong with him? Scratch. Oh dear, bless him. Right, I'm going to actually set all of them to only allow them herbal medicine or worse, because unless they have something seriously wrong with them, I very much doubt they'll need... They won't need, like, proper medicine. It's just a waste, especially seems you need that later on to make hospital beds. Right, that's our kitchen all done. So what I'm going to do now, or next, rather, we're going to set more wood to be chopped. Oh, we need to put a door on here, don't we? Structure, door. Let's put one there. And put one there. Or do we actually put it in the top corner and get rid of those? Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, that was good. And we'll make this our dining room. So hopefully what will happen is they'll come in from sleeping overnight, come in here, go in there, grab a meal and come back out. Rather than doing what is quite annoying is going all the way through here. So letting heat in through here, then letting heat in from here when they come into this room. And also letting heat from here into there when they go into there. So hopefully that's all nicely designed. Now... Obviously, we need to include heaters, so I will make a small alteration to the wall at some point. Wow, relatively soon. But first, we need to get some power going. So how are we going to do that? So I think what I'm going to do for the moment is this. I'm going to... I can try and, join that across there. And I'm going to put my solar panels down here for the moment. There we go. Need some more wood. And it's fine to chop all of this anyway, because we're going to be expanding into that area soon enough. I should add a door somewhere here, just in case I need to get down through that area at any point. And we'll remove all these stones. Probably should have done that earlier, but hey ho. Oh dear, so we've got all of this. This rice is already done. I overestimated how... underestimated, I guess. So what we'll want to do is here, create a stockpile for... We'll make this important. Actually, no, we'll delete this. We'll do this a different way. So right here, we want a 3x3 to be critical for vegetables. And then we'll make an important area here. Let's copy that, paste that there. Reason for doing that is that means they load it from this side and then go back that way, which means that anyone who's cooking, it takes them less time to actually, you know, get the materials they need. And we will do a similar thing. It's 3x3. Copy that and paste that there, except we're going to change that from vegetarian to meat. And then that stockpile can go all the way along there. Copy. Paste. And again, that could go down to important. So we're probably going to need more room than this, so we'll probably end up expanding our freezer sort of upwards. But there we go. Right, so what do we need? We also need a battery room. So where am I going to put my battery room? I'm inclined to put it sort of out of the way, because the thing is, if a battery explodes and causes a fire, I'd rather it be further away. So let's do that. There we go. Let's do that and pop a thing there, so then we can have 2 rows of batteries, basically. And let's pop our... give ourselves 2 batteries. Ooh, Wanderer joins. Phoebe. Right, so let's deselect that as a medical bed, so they have somewhere to sleep tonight, as nobody's hurt at the moment. And Phoebe, what is Phoebe good at? Phoebe is a pessimist. That's not good. Chemical interest. That means she'll, she's basically, she likes the drugs. And they like, has dreams of going bionic. That's not too bad. Skills-wise, they're not particularly great. They only have 1 passion, like a minor passion in animals, but that's about it. So, you don't want you to do doctoring. Get you off. Put you on handling as your top thing. Cooking 2 maybe. Research of 2 and get off art. So hopefully this person will do mostly hauling and crafting. No, sorry, hauling and cleaning would be the ideal circumstance. So what else are we going to do? So I'm going to bring a wire across here. A wire up there. A wire here. Basically, I want to link up. I want to get all the infrastructure in place so that when I pop down... so when I pop down my solar generator, you know, it actually goes straight to work. So I think we'll pop our first solar generator here. But they won't finish that until tomorrow morning. So that's fine. They take, what, 100 steel and 3 components. So we'll make 2. We'll pop 2 down there, and that should set us up nicely for the moment. And then we need to get some lights on this place, because it's very dark at the moment. But we won't rush them. We'll let them build all those various things first. Phoebe has a minor break risk. Why does Phoebe have a minor break risk? Disturbed sleep, lacks body part, shared bedroom, ugly environment. Yeah, that's not great. We should pop down a horseshoe pin, which we will pop down. Where will we pop that down? Let's pop it down here for the moment. Right, how are they doing? Right, Phoebe's doing hauling as he should. Lovely, good old Phoebe. That's one thing that's really useful, is just having one character who's dedicated just to hauling and cleaning. It removes so much responsibility from anyone else. Right, so that's all done. We can immediately put a lamp in there. We can start, we'll put a butcher's table. No, so what do we want? We want the electric stove. So we'll put an electric stove there for the moment. And we will put a light there. Actually, no. I don't suppose it really matters, does it? Let's put a light there and there just so it matches up. And I suppose next thing after that, because, I mean, luckily these vegetables last for quite a long time, 2 seasons, so we got a fair while until they go off, so we don't have to rush too much to get a freezer. It's only as if you have meat that it becomes an issue, because for the moment at least they can eat raw vegetables. I mean, they won't like it, but they'll deal. They'll cope. So what else do we need? We need a butcher's table. So the problem is if you put tables inside here, they get a penalty to speed. So I think I'm going to put the butcher's table here for the moment. We might, if we get more, when we get more people, we might make a second. I did put the right thing down. Yeah. If we get more people, I might move the butcher's table somewhere else and put another stove there. Because you tend to be butchering. Oh dear, we got a raid coming. Just one bloke with a wooden club. Has Phoebe got any weapons? A wooden shiv and slightly better at melee. Okay, so is that all of you? Let's go after this fool. Right, so let's pop you there. You there. We're going to go melee attack him, because the last thing you want is to accidentally shoot your own colonists. That's a real pain. There we go. And the good thing is, how long until this fool dies? 12 hours. Oh, we got ages. That's good. Right, so what we could do now is build a little prison. So again, this is a temporary measure. But what I'm going to do is build a little prison there. Prioritize working on wooden wall. Yeah. Because if we could build a little prison in here, then that'll be... wow, we can obviously get our first prisoner. And then hopefully we'll be able to sell the guy eventually. Get rid of these trees as well. Zoop. Okay. No, Zoop. Okay, he's already on the bed. Okay, so that's for prisoners. So, who's our best warden? Jesse. Jesse is hurt, so Phoebe is going to come and capture Shog. I think. Yes. Love it. Where's Shoop going? Okay, we're out of steel to make that little thing. Okay, never mind. We can do it. It's okay. Health. That's okay. Lovely. So we got our first prisoner. We will need to go and do some mining. Annoyingly, only two of our characters are good at mining. The rest are a bit pants, which is not ideal. So let us mine, and let's mine this area here. Luckily, we've got... What's all this? Oh, this is steel as well. So we've got a little amount of steel near us, which is pretty nice. Because quite often you're not necessarily always that lucky. I think I'm going to make a door just here as well. Just so people can get between places. I think it's going well. So what we'll need to do eventually is we'll need to seal up this area here, I think. Although that's shallow water, so you can't actually build across that, which makes it a bit of a pain. So what I guess I could do... Well, no, I could build around it, I guess. Because you do need to make a kill box eventually, so that any raiders will just sort of absent-mindedly run into your little death trap and will perish. Ooh, lovely. Ben's getting to work. Oh, very nice. Shog is no longer hurting, so that's good. Just applied a very small bandage, I presume. As we don't have any other prisoners, I'm not going to build another bed just yet. Because I quite like them to build up a little bit of steel first. We'll get them to mine out this section before I give them orders to do this. Otherwise, what will happen is there'll be just a load of steel spread around the place. Looks like there's more behind here as well. At least make Phoebe sort of pick up all the steel from one location rather than having to go around multiple ones. There we go. Right, there's some there. We'll get them to pick up those two as well. Get those bits out of the way. There's no steel there, so we don't need to bother with that. I always like to keep an eye when they're sort of mining, because otherwise you'll set them to mine an area and you'll find that they'll mine it and then there will actually be some more steel around there. So what they'll do is they'll go all the way back to do another job, and then you'll reassign them to go and do mining, and then they'll travel all the way back from where they just came, which is great. So now that we've got a bit of steel, we probably want to get our freezer going. So what else do I probably want to do? Let us get our wind turbine going, I think. Do I want to build a wind turbine there? No, I think I'm just going to build another solar generator for the moment. Maybe another two. I really like having like an excessive amount of power. Like I'd much prefer to have more power than I need than, you know, be constantly running out. We've got a combat supplier who's just coming by. Where are they? Who's our best social person, actually? You've got 0, you've got 6, you've got 2, and you've got 0. So it looks like Jesse is going to be our talker, our trader. So when she wakes up, the first thing we'll do is go... We've run out of food now, so we do need to get somebody cooking. Where are they doing? Right, we'll get over here, get them to trade. We'll get her to trade, sorry. Trade this awful wooden club. We've got Arctic wolves. We can't really afford anything else at the moment, but it's just interesting to see what they have more than anything. Yeah. Nothing of note. It'd be nice if it was a pirate supplier, because then we could get rid of little Shog here. Although I don't know if they're worth less money if they're injured, which Shog currently still is. Now that we've got 4, that'll do a really good job at filling out those 2 batteries before the end of the day. So, let us now work... Well, actually, no. What I'll do is I'll end the episode here. Next episode, we'll get our freezer actually functioning as a freezer, because at the moment it's just a room. So we'll do that, and then we will pop out a plan for our actual permanent, or more permanent, living quarters, which would be quite good. And yeah, oh, there's actually a nice growing area down here as well. But obviously we can't rely on just growing areas, because our sort of growing period is only 30 days, so we're going to have to make rooms with sun lamps and stuff like that. But I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you very much, and I will speak to you next time. Take care.